Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are continuing where we left off here with the new Temporal Dimensions event, starting off now with the hard nodes. Let's get right to it. Okay, so we're finally starting off here with the hard section, as you guys can see here. Thankfully, only some defenders and heroes for hire, so not too bad. But yeah, we saw how difficult those last few nodes were, and just needing to be mindful of, you know, some of these characters and enemies, because you know, their power levels are deceiving, right? They say that they're actually at X levels, but they hit harder than they should. In addition to that, so okay, this one doesn't seem too bad so far, which is great to see. But again, guys, gotta be mindful of the cooldowns. I'm gonna start things off here with Iron Patriot's ultimate, just because it has that AOE on the right side. Actually, you know, Jessica Jones is gonna be able to cleanse too, so just something to be cautious on. So I'm going to focus on that left side once again. Oh, and actually these enemies are scaled, like they seem to be scaled correctly. It doesn't seem like they're overpowered like the ones we just faced up against. So that's good to see, at least. So it could have been a correction on their side, actually. So, okay, now we're in a good spot. Down the middle with Iron Patriot, he's going to do some easy cleanup. And this node's nice. Be very mindful of the cooldowns on this node, because there's only 6 enemies on this one. The past nodes, we did have a few more enemies that we're up against. So this one we're actually doing quite well. Another good one I would say to utilize is the ISO 8 healer, because if you're wanting to save up HP as we're working through these nodes, a character like, you know, Iron Patriot or the leader, having ISO 8 healer on them could, you know, be making sure that your team is actually healthy as they're leveling up here. Okay, Cabal hard node number 2. Okay, still looks not bad, actually, just with the exception of that big time Spider-Man and Weaver and 2099 at the very end there. That's not too bad. Or sorry, no, Spider-Man Noir doesn't seem too bad. Just that Tangle Web synergy we need to be watching out for, right? So it doesn't look too bad. We again, same strategies as what we've seen. Oh, cool. And now we actually do get Teen Loki and Scientist Supreme for this. So some extra additional support. I'm always going to welcome that. We're going to start down the middle there with Teen Loki Special, just because it hits everybody. It's a nice little AoE, as well as giving some buffs for himself too. Now with this one, I am going to go down the middle once again. I want to aim for those damage dealers. I want to get them out of the picture. And that way it creates an opportunity for us to build up energy, as we've typically have done in the previous nodes here. Okay, I'm going to use this special there actually on Moon Knight, just because it can give us some buffs for the team, and we're just kind of preparing for some damage that's to come. And ideally, if you can finish him off, which we did right there, that was actually pretty big. I do like Scientist Supreme, and this is a good time. I think because there's 8 out of 9 enemies remaining, I'm just going to use the special there. Excuse me, the basic ability there. Finish them off. And, you know, when we're left with some healers like these Night Nurses and Elektra, that's a great position to be in, because now we're taking advantage of building up energy, turn meter. So far so good. You know what's funny is, like, this feels easier than the normal section that we just did. So I wonder if maybe they've already gone through and made some changes behind the scenes, because it definitely does feel easier all of a sudden. Especially if you guys go back and watch my first video on the normal nodes. I mean, especially that last node 4 for the normal section, it felt like, you know, we were struggling through it. We had to do a secondary attack going through the new Avengers. So this does feel actually quite a bit easier already, and we didn't change anything since going through that. So hopefully maybe they're reviewing the game right now as it's as the content is live. Okay. Oh, and then yeah, finally, okay. So this could be the issue here. Big time Spider-Man goes ahead and starts his abilities off right from the get-go. We have Noir and Weaver doing their thing. So now we're in that position where we have to get rid of the charges on us, right? So okay, obviously taking out characters like Weaver is going to be a priority, but also be mindful of the fact that she has charges right now, so we have to get rid of it. And I want to see if there's some abilities that are on. Oh no, we can't really do much, so we're just gonna aim for big time. Thankfully, he's a squishy character, but he's got some nice passive abilities for protection, right? Especially his natural evasion. We still have to deal with Weaver, so this is just a good team that we're up against right now. They have some great synergies. Thankfully, we have Teen Loki to give some like nice regen, so that's kind of a nice little plus of having them. But now that the charges are off, guys, we are going to focus on big time. And you know what? I'm going to use the special there, because we can use some additional damage here just to burst them down. Oh my god, that did actually nothing to these guys. So they just have some good protection against us right now. So we are just going to have to just bide our time and be smart about this kit. Yeah, you see, wow, look at it's the defense up with the safeguard and the and just having that immunity is making these guys so fortified, right? And we really got to wait for essentially the safeguard or at least some immunity to wear down or defense up. That way we get a little bit of more output from our side or damage. I don't want to use his ultimate because, like I said, I know that these nodes do get harder. So we're just going to keep trying to play the patient game here. I like targeting Big Time because he is squishier than the other. Actually, I think Noir is pretty squishy too, but we're already kind of focused on Big Time and doing work on him. And then we'll deal with the Tangle Web synergy after this. Yeah, so we're going through. We're slowly making way. But yeah, now they're going to be targeting. Oh yeah, so there goes our supportive Team Loki. He did his job, being a target for us on the team. And we're just going to keep continuing here. Wow, just look at that. So tanky. Even with the defense down, this is definitely a tankier team for sure. I think also because Big Time had the best stats in terms of levels out of the three. But again, because we're almost there, and thankfully we still have Scientist Supreme to flip the buffs, the debuffs on our team. So that's good if we need it. Thankfully we didn't. And once again, now, oh, beautiful. Now with the defense down, it's actually just comboing our damage. Perfect. And now we are going to target. I think Weaver's a good one. Actually, I don't want to use the ult. But once again, Weaver's going to get our charges back up. So we're probably going to lose Scientist here. And that's okay. Because now we can just get rid of these charges. And thankfully, it was just the one charge. So now we can actually target Weaver. We got some bleeds there. Beautiful, beautiful. So now I'm going to target Weaver. I think this is the right play, guys. I think this is the right order that we should be going for. Just because it's clean. And again, I am just being mindful of the cooldowns here. And trying to make the most out of our damage. And mitigate that damage too on our side, right? So boom, boom, boom. Weaver's down. Now it's just... Noir here, so now we can just take our time. Thankfully, I don't think this one came with the revive too, so that's kind of nice. I think that's more of an added bonus, obviously, but yeah, this is nice. We can actually clean this up. So these nodes right away, already noticeably easier than what we dealt with in the normal section. So they might have already kind of scaled this, but we'll see as we keep on continue trucking here, guys. So far, so good. Again, my character's level 90, gear tier 17, the three of them, and those, I will say, those assisted characters they gave us were nice. Just to give us that complementary supporting benefit there. Okay. All right, so this is the one. Okay, so I'm going to give it a shot here while I have you guys here with the recording, but I think this is the one that's actually tuned wrong. So if we don't even get a turn, we'll back out and we'll just wait until the update goes live, because I think this is the one that's giving everyone such a headache, because you have no issues with those two nodes, and all of a sudden, this is the one that actually blows away your team. Yeah, let's take a look here. So, okay, so we don't even... I didn't know. I didn't actually realize we have a Morgan Le Fay. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so you know what? We'll try. And we have Morgan Le Fay, and we also have Archangel, so that's pretty hype. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to use a special there. I do want to focus that right side because of the fact that Gamora and Nebula, they're kind of the two important pieces on the team. Obviously, Phyla-Vell, Moondragon do have some value, but... I think just taking out these two right there, the damage dealer and the supportive abilities of Nebula, is going to help us immensely. And especially once you start taking down enemies, guys, remember, Archangel's got his passive there too. So far so good. 10 out of 12 enemies, so far so good. I think it's going to be a test. We're going to have to wait and see how the wave drops with the heavy hitters here and being... those Darkhold members that we're up against. So we'll go ahead. We're going to focus Phyla-Vell first. And maybe even saving our ability, our ultimates, right? Our ultimates right from the get-go there. But you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the ultimate here. Because it buys us a little bit of time. I want to use the ult. I'm going to stun Moondragon there. And Phyla-Vell and Adam Warlock can't really do much. So we're just going to take our time there. Hopefully, you know what I realized? Moondragon having the cleanse too. So that actually might work against us. We're going to have to try and see if we can finish her off. Thankfully got the assisted attacks there. Oh, beautiful. She didn't actually go ahead and use the special. Okay, that worked out for us. So now we can just go ahead and take our time. And again, it just buys us a little bit more time because we just want to be smart here and save up our abilities. I wish they gave our Morgan Le Fay an ISO 8 healer. I mean, sorry, an ISO 8 striker, but it is what it is. And now we are going to focus on Moondragon because it does look like the next wave spawns with both these enemies going down. So I'm just going to count on that. And I believe it's that big mixture with Darkhold. So yeah, we definitely do need Morgan Le Fay. She's going to be a nice, some nice additional damage that we're going to be expecting. And hopefully that actually, you know, becomes a cushion for us too while we burst her down. But we're going to be using all of our abilities, our main ultimates on this team. Yeah, so, okay, beautiful. We're looking so good so far. And this is why you want to leave Adam Warlock, guys. Leave him for the end because he can't really do much. He's got some stun, he's got some bleeds here and there, but it's nothing that we can't take care of. And you can see now my Iron Patriot does have his ultimate back up now. So that's kind of what I was hoping for, being able to use a utility skill like that, especially with it being a stun. Now we clean up with Warlock here, and yeah, this is the problematic one. Let's see if they tune this up, guys. We're also up against a Quicksilver as well, so I can definitely see why there's issues there right from the get-go. So you know what? Let's take a look here. We're gonna use. I think I want to get rid of the Morgan Le Fay as soon as possible. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna use the special there just to give us some regen, some assisted attacks as well. And we're gonna use the ultimate here. Boom. Oh my goodness. And then oh, okay, so maybe the timing of that was terrible, but you know, another Morgan Le Fay did spawn, and with the Doctor Strange Harley. So I kind of wish I timed my ultimate better because now I just missed a really crucial attack, right? And now we're gonna see how it goes. But Quicksilver lands his ultimate. I think this is it still tuned the way it is then? Because it doesn't seem like we have a chance right now. So that first section was fine, as you guys can see, but yeah, like we're absolutely gonna get crushed here. So we're gonna quit out of this, yeah. But yeah, there you guys have it. That's a good shot right there. I'm gonna wait and see when they tune this up because they did say and confirm now that this is gonna be modified, and I can see why. Because you're not gonna be able to get a turn once those characters come up, and you saw the ability difference, right? It feels like we were hitting the Infinity Watch team just right, but once they spawned, we had no chance. So we're gonna wait and see, guys. I'll be back with an update on this once it goes live. But yeah, if you guys are watching this right now, hold off on doing this until the update goes live. So hopefully you guys are catching this before you try and keep wasting your revives there. I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you for your time, and we'll be back very sooner. Thank you.